not broadcasting sound. So here I am talking to nobody. Well, I said I fixed my camera, and then also I was complaining that there was absolutely no sound on the starting thing. So we got to fix that, but it'll be all right. So let's wait for audio check to come through, and we'll see how things are doing. There we are. Yep. Okay, so we have sound. So that is why we do audio checks, because we're idiots. We're moron. So anywho, I was looking at Haley here, because we got work to do with Haley, and it's just no good way to look at her without causing problems. So I figured just dead staring right at the camera would work. So there we are. But yes, we have work with Haley. We are at level 20 for her arcade tuning, and we are... here we are. 12 out of 19. So continuing on in this process. Yeah, no and no and no. I went over that before, so we'll be fine. But yep, so we're going to continue to work on arcade tuning, but for streams, I am not going to pop a booster and spend a whole hour in there. We are just going to do the 2 runs that you need to do. The reason, well, here's why you need to do them. As you'll see here, we get this 4,000 XP bonus plus the relics that we need to buy. So that's why we're doing it. So yeah, I'm not going to make you guys sit through this. This is painful enough for me. So we're definitely not going to do an hour. We're just going to get in there. We're going to do 2 quick runs with Haley, and then on with the show. Eventually. There we go. So all you got to do is complain. I'm good at that. I can do that. Complain about a lot of stuff. Nobody listens. Now I'm depressed. Anywho, let's get on with it. I'm technically still all right with Sigma Sector. We are not on a good relationship. I do not enjoy this as much as I used to. Luckily, it's only like a 2 or 3 minute mission, so we can get that thing done, get it out of here, get our stuff, and go. But yeah, I'll tell you. Getting tired of this. Hell yeah, I hit that. Uh-oh. What happened? Where are you at? I'm stuck on something. Trying to save you, friend. Whoa, buddy. The heck was I stuck on? Flamethrower's a little much, guys. A little much. Don't need any of that stuff. So yeah, Sigma Sector. Now, it does bring up the mutant cells. I think I've been pretty lucky on that. For a guy who is not willing to spend a whole... Dude, this movement, man, what the hell is going on? For a person who doesn't like to spend a whole lot of time in this maps, Sigma Sector in general, I've done pretty well. We'll go over that once we're done here. I have had my plenty of times where it didn't work out for me, but for the most part, usually getting at least 1 an hour, which kind of makes sense, It's a crappy drop rate, don't get me wrong, but also keep in mind there's only, 27 of them, so, and since I still have stuff to do here, it doesn't bother me as much. Hi, guys. That's what I get for running around with no ammo. Dude, how many of them are there? Oh, we're here. Okay. That's gonna hit me. So we'll see if we get a spoils box here. Or not. Man, she hated me this time. Oh no! Alright. Yep. I was doing that, but that's okay. Let's see. There's our high value relics. There's a bunch of arcade tuning. I'll take that. Keep rolling. Come on. Not today, huh? The other day I logged in, did my 2 runs, and got a spoils box. I was pretty excited. And I also got like 140 some thousand of these nano compounds. Although I really don't need them anymore. Maybe someday there'll be something useful. Okay, 22. Now, unfortunately, we're going to have to go back to Albion. We'll load up the other one. Get it done. While we're here, so I have unlocked 4 of these mutant cells. I do have this running, but whatever. But I've unlocked 4 of them, and I think I have a couple spoiled boxes that I haven't even opened. Miscellaneous. Yeah, I got 4. So I have a total of 8 so far, which is pretty good for somebody who's not even trying to get them, just whatever. I'm okay with it. Building up a bunch of relics too. Holy cow. Alright, let's get in here and do this thing. I've noticed a lot of talk. People getting very upset or stressed out or just pissed off about the spoils boxes and their drop rate. And I could understand that if I was, this was, even before targeting reward, which ain't much. But, I mean, to run this for several hours to not see a single drop, that would be horrible. Jaber.
This is HQ. Troops are on the ground. Transport is en route to standby position. Best of luck, Descendants.
So we're just going to do the same thing. Shoot a bunch of bullets. Hopefully some skills will come into play. There's no teammates over there, so we will go. Hi. Get them, guys. Hell yeah. We are definitely kind of getting to an eyes closed kind of aspect here. Wonder what that drop was. I don't know if Roach got it or not.
Descendant, we're detecting RK life signs inside a Vulgus structure.
Alright, so he's getting that one. Somebody getting that one already, so we split up. And that's all she wrote. I'm so glad they took away that
Enemy troops are being transferred
you've
in large
jumped from
numbers.
too
Must
too high.
protect their point of origin.
Now stop, I'm talking. And like you got stunned or you superhero landing that thing. It was a while ago, but I still remember what it was like, and it was horrible. Oh, hey, big guy. Skadoosh. That was close. Thought that was going to land over there.
I am the original.
Hell yeah, let's focus on the little guy first. I'm talking about. Man, she took a pot shot at me. She didn't want a piece of it now. Also remember when even like being too close to that would get you blasted in the face. There we go.
Hound actual to HQ. Mission complete. Requesting transport support.
Two. Okay, looks like we did not. Excuse me. Looks like we did not get a spoils box in those 2 runs. We didn't get anything special at all, really. But we got a little closer. She was 20 on her arcade tuning. Let's see what she is now. I think at 24. What do we got? 24. Almost 25. So sweet. Let's see. Is there anything here that we care about? That's weird. Oh. I did do a couple kills on Executioner just to get some crystalline catalyst blueprints. I guess I never cleaned up the mess. It's got possibilities. 152, so yeah, we had quite a bit. I don't know if I need any shell crushers, but you know what? Possible. Take a look at it later. I'm trying to get the Enlightened Mage set for the soon-to-be arriving Luna. Apparently that works very well on her, even though I can't use her. I think my Luna's broken. By the way, I have to investigate a little bit more before I make that claim, but I don't think I. Oh well, you know what? That's good perks, but yeah, that blue one might need a firebrand. I don't know. It's always nice when a task you didn't know you had. Maybe. I don't know. Gotta start going through my reactors again. Let's see, like this. This would be a great one, like I think, for Bunny. Bunny does the singular skills. Those are the ones that I use the most often. and skill duration up's always a win. I don't really know though if I need power boosts on her. Um, Usually everything dies with the electric blast pretty quick and pretty easy. But I do definitely want to go through. I have to go through my reactors, and we're starting to build up. Oh, look at that! Okay, let's take a look at that while we're here. I have completed, if I'm not mistaken, all of my battle pass things. Yep, 6 out of 6. So hooray! Um, did this with Ice Maiden. All right, everything else just kind of happened. um, it's a shame because I have a ton of this stuff left, but nothing to spend it on. How many coins do I have, by the way? Oh, only 2,300. So, oof. So I don't need any of these, and I'm not sure. I don't need any of these. I don't really feel like I need a bunch of those things. Most of my guns are good. 300 tickets for 100 is kind of rough, though. And, yeah, you always need these, excuse me, to enhance reactors, but most of my reactors are done, so, I mean, there's always more reactors. We'll figure it out. Something to worry about later. Okay, so we are going to jump out of that because I don't need to stay there. Back on Miss Glay. Love you, honey. Love you, Glay. And we're going to talk about some stuff here. So, initially, they had this where you could go into the recruit tab. See, like only play zombies. K says, yeah, it was. I don't know what conversation that is, and a lot of times you're picking up half the conversation. Somebody will be in a party chat where they won't know how to switch it to party versus recruit versus join, etc. Probably a good thing to talk about right now. So here you'll see this where I'm in the recruit channel and it is on recruit and it says change channel. So if I, in my case, hit the square, now I go to join and it says change channel again. You know what? I tell you, we should stop being stupid. So here, I could be in the join channel or recruit channel, or I can be in party from here. But I'm not in a party, so I can't select party chat. That's why it keeps going to, no. So there, see, now I'm recruit, now I'm join. And if I was in a party, I just hit square again, and it would drop me into party chat if I was in a party, but I'm not. That threw me for a loop. I'm stupid. But yeah, so that's how that goes. So this is probably what this is. Somebody's in a party chat and rank up there. But yeah, anyway, so the recruit channel was the way that you used to do it. People would ask for help or offer help in there, and you just accepted it or denied it as you went. Then they came up with these things, these support requests, which very few people used. We did do a bunch of those. Kind of upset. You had that task to do 500 of them. We were at 100, close to 100, and then they switched it and dropped it down to like just barely doing 100 or whatever. But yeah, the support request. Now the issue with this was in the recruit channel, you could say anything. You could be like, "Hey, I got to fight a colossi. Can you help me? I want to do the abyss colossi. I need to do void erosion purge, etc." This, the support request was literally only missions out in the world. And to be honest, there weren't very many people that were requesting support, specifically towards the latter parts, like to the end game type things. The only benefit of having somebody, or the only reason to have someone with you on these missions is to make them go faster. It's not an issue of getting it done. You should be able to get it done, no problem. But yeah, they're a little tedious sometimes. Some of those missions, like the walking the sensor one, and there are some situations. Maybe you weren't very good at the parkour, or you didn't quite have jumping down yet, and using your grapple, especially in the early missions. And you had those little parkour missions where you had to collect all the little flying drone things. But yeah, to be honest, there weren't very many service requests that were going out. that were going out. So recruit channel was kind of their first attempt, and then the support request was the next. And now they have rolled out the party finder. So in case you don't know, you go to your button where you can bring up the map, and if you roll on over here, here's your party. And you can set things in your tags. Like your recruitment conditions, you can set to where let's say you don't want to play with somebody who's like level 10. Well, now you can only get people who are 20. So somebody who's not level 20 or higher isn't going to be able to join your party. It's weird. So I guess we'll do that. Yeah, okay. Confirm. So I had mine set for 10. And you can actually select a descendant specifically if you're looking for somebody to help you out with something. I would expect Sharon and possibly Enzo would get a whole lot of usage in there. But you can select a specific descendant for the recruitment conditions. And then these tags, it's kind of confusing. Like if you're just trying to get a descendant or fellow research, this is pretty straightforward. You just pick the one that you're doing. Hey, I'm trying to get ultimate Valby, and it puts it up here under blue. And then you have weapon research, where you could say I'm specifically trying to get a weapon. Not sure why Excava's in here, because can't get that. As far as I know, maybe I'm the idiot. This is quite possible. I'm the idiot. But yeah, so you can select a weapon where I'm trying to get Peacemaker. Now, it's kind of funny because in this case, Peacemaker, you have to do Gluttony. So, I guess, but yeah. Research material. Not sure why they put this in here. Like I understand if you're trying to get catalysts, it's kind of strange because there's so many different pieces in there. There's the the neural circuits, the murky stuff. I mean, it could just be the blueprint too. Hell, but yeah, it's pretty involved. Some of these other stabilizers just go into outposts, but I mean, it's cool they put it in there. But yeah, then finally you have battle, which you can do Sigma sectors. You can do void vessels. Invasion special, that's obvious. They broke up the avoid erosion purge. You could do 1 through 20, 21 through 26, and then 27 plus. And then you have the purge challenge over here as well. But and then you get your void intercepts, etc. I have currently void intercept hard and void erosion purge 1 through 20. I'll tell you why in a second. And then you have the play where you're basically doing the 400 dungeons. I'm not sure why they put reactor in here. Main quest. I guess they consider doing an outpost and then the void fusion reactor is separate. It's not really that big of a deal, but okay. Main quest. But anyway, yeah. So you have to select certain things that you want to do. We will go ahead and we'll add another one in here. What should we add? Why not? So I have selected Void Intercept Battle Hard, Void Erosion Purge stages 1 through 20, and Crystallization Catalyst. Now, the reason I've done that, specifically the 1 through 20, is because that's, in my mind, that's the people that are going to need help. Um, do I need to do a bunch of the void erosion purges? Yes, I do. Still only in the 20s out of the 1,000 I have to do for the metal. But I don't want to do it, so I'm not gonna. But I don't mind helping somebody out. Just the other day, actually yesterday, somebody was looking for help for stages 1 through 20, so I joined, and they messaged me and they were like, "Hey, I'm only on number 2." And I'm like, "Dude, it's fine. It's why I'm here." So we just started cutting through until they had to go, but made some good progress. But anyway, um, and then Void Intercept hard because I mean I like fighting Colossi, and some people might need assistance on those. Um, Depends. I doubt it, but they might. So that's what I have it set. Should probably cut that off. And in fact, we're going to do that. We're going to cut that off, and I'm going to put some Void Abyss action on here. Just in case somebody needs help for that, and that's just a joke. But yeah, you can set your languages, you can set your region, and you can set your speed. So I guess, whatever you want to do in that aspect. But once you have this set, you have to save your settings, which I just did. And now basically I am set up. Now I could start a party. You have to push this in order for it to show up. And once you do push that, it shows up over here in this party list. And you can join. Now you need to be careful, by the way, because once you click on this, you're joining, you're going. So yeah. Here we have a person who's in this, and they're looking for the Void Erosion Purge Challenge. I don't know why they put a nest there because they have a nest, but might just need to update that. Don't know. And this person just put it in there. I guess they're just playing around with it. Just started. So very, very new. As you know, I don't carry people. I mean, I will. My goal is to be helpful, to help you get through something, and I want you to do it with me, not just here. You just stay in the back, and I'll take care of everything. Um, in the Void Erosion Purges, those 1 through 20s that we were doing, um, the new friend was Bunny, Ultimate Bunny. She can still get it done, don't get me wrong, but she is also a little bit fragile. But I was on Glay, and with a bunny around, I was not focusing on mobs at all. I would literally go in and just last dagger the crap out of the yellow bars, and Bunny was just running around killing everything else, plus doing damage to the yellow bars with me. And we were just cutting through it. We were just flying through it. But I didn't want Bunny. I didn't want new friend to just sit in the back and here I'll take care of it. You just follow behind me as I clear room to room to room to room. Um, being as powered as I've gotten my Glay, going back to like level 2, stage 2 and 3 and 5. Yeah, you can just mow through everything on there. But it was a team effort. It was something we did together. With this person, with this Hamada, who is looking for, or at least has their team up, I'm kind of reluctant to help out somebody that's that low. It's got nothing to do with me being hoity toity or with them being good or bad. But if they're level 3, they're probably just getting out of Kingston. They're definitely on normal mode. I want them to be able to experience the game. I mean, I wouldn't mind helping out with a mission or explaining a mission or saying, if they don't understand something. But I don't want to just join up with this person and be like, all right, hop in, I'll take care of everything, and just cut through the whole game while they're just sitting there doing nothing. I mean, I play this game because it's fun, and it's a way for me to relax. I don't want to be carried through anything, and it's one of the reasons why I don't like carrying people through stuff as a whole. It's kind of a holdover from the old Destiny raids where um, I would rather people be fighting to do a job in the raid than sitting back and being like, yeah, I don't want to do anything. You guys handle all that. Um, for everybody to experience it and participate is what I kind of look forward to or look for in when I play a game with other people. Now, if somebody asks me for help, be like, "Hey, I can't beat this. Can you help me?" I'll be like, "Sure," but I'll help them beat it. But then also, let's see why you couldn't, and you know, is it your build? Is it this? You should use this. This might help work out better. I'd like for it to become a discussion so that they walk away not needing me to come and help them again. They can get it done themselves. Um, but I'd rather them say, "Hey, you know, let's do something together." But still, you get the point. You know, I'm babbling. Jesus Christ. But yeah. So this is the party system that they created. Um, it's okay. I don't know if a lack of people know about this and or have set it up because I don't see a whole lot of people. So I'm going to do challenge, a lot of void erosion purge. This is better. There were times over the past week where this would just be empty. I wouldn't see anything. And I had my stuff set up. Now, I don't know, like, if you, excuse me, if you look, you'll see here that Jason here wants to do the Void Erosion Purge challenge, and he wants to do stages 27 plus. Those are none of my choices. But yet he still showed up as somebody that I might play with. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird. It's interesting he's 25. Well, he's 26. I wonder if he is 27, if that's going to change to 26. Um, Honestly, after 20, it doesn't matter. But yeah, I don't know. So like I was saying, I kind of said in the description, it does get done what they're looking for. Um, but everything I've seen has been this 1 to 4, 1 to 4. I don't know what happens if, let's say, I joined Hamada here. Would other people still see that party and see 2 of 4? Because I've never seen anything that wasn't 1 of 4, and I don't know if that's by design or if there's just not that many people that are using it or doing it. I don't know. Um, Hopefully someday I'll get an answer to that, and we'll see. I know when I joined a person's party, it immediately took me into their party, but it didn't launch activities or anything, so we were still in Albion. I don't know what happens when you have your party settings set up and you're, excuse me, I don't know what happens when you're out in the field. So, like, you know, if you're in White Knight Gulch or something, I mean, I guess I could understand doing like the 400 dungeons and stuff that match makes you, or if you're in a public lobby, obviously you can't be importing people in to help you. So it's a minor unknown, but it is still an unknown. But okay, see, now they're all gone. And it's funny, it says there are currently no parties to recommend. Please edit your social tags or change your party matchmaking settings and try the party request again. So this is a recommend party. I kind of, oh my goodness. Okay, so look, see, why is Hamada back? Where did him? Okay, look, this answers a question. There's 2 out of 4 people who want to do this. So there you go. Congratulations. Let's do 400s. Got that reactor, and they're doing main quests too. Um, this person, I would be a little more likely to help, just because, like I said, at 3, you got a lot of game to learn and experience, and you can handle it. 12's been around a little while. 12's just trying to get things done. So they have seen how things can be better, and they would like to get there. But Not trying to be mean, but you're not going to get me to do avoid erosion unless you're down here in the 1 through 20s. Let's see. Now they're gone. And now they're back. Well, that's interesting. So, yeah, it's like I said, it's a step in the right direction. It still feels a little bit clunky. I don't know that I would have designed anything better. I mean, come on, let's get real. But like this recommended party, just show me all the parties, man. Yeah, these are the three, but I'm willing to do anything else or help anybody else. What, what are we doing here? So, and I also don't know. I've never seen more. This is actually the most. I've never seen four before. I don't know how far this list will go, but all right. So one of them disappeared off of there. That was Bunny. So I was thinking every time I clicked that, everybody went away. I wondered if that's what was happening, but it's not. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we join this person? We're on a setup to do this stuff, and we do have to do it. Since there's nobody else, we'll do this one more time. Okay. So to make this number go from 2 to 4, you simply click on it. All right, so they're in matchmaking. So they've loaded in. And I don't know if they did a public or whatever, but it still shows their party, which is funny. Now it's gone. Okay, we waited too long. We were sitting here yapping. I don't know if taking this stuff off is going to change. Actually, you have to save it, you idiot. There we go. Save settings there. So now I have nothing selected. And it's still showing me those guys from before. And Hamada has nothing selected. So some things that I'd like to see better is why do I only have the option to do 3 things? I know that sounds kind of douchebaggy, but let's take a look at some of these options, right? So if we enter in our social tags here, let's say I'm just having a colossi kind of night, right? Boom, boom, boom. So we get all 3. Perfect. But what if I'm also open to do void erosion purge and infiltrations? What if I just want to do anything? I think 3 is a little limiting. Again, I don't know if it uses that to calculate who you're going to be playing with, but I don't know. Because here I am selecting nothing but intercepts. Your Supreme Commander wants to do 400 dungeons. And there's 2 people with him, so that's nice. There's another person with him, so it's 2 total. So yeah, I don't know what these choices do unless this is just for my own party. But how come when I looked for this and it showed nobody, it said, oh, go change your settings? Do my settings have anything to do with it? Obviously not. I mean, Hamada has nothing, and Supreme only got 1 thing, and Jason has 2. So I don't know. I don't know why it matters and why they're telling me to do it, but whatever. I thought it was funny with the quick join button up there. I think that just makes it, you just join somebody, anybody. Another thing is if this person's party like this Hamada, I can't search them without clicking on them. Thank God they told me it's Lepic. Because if they're in matchmaking like those other people were, kind of be nice to know. So maybe I would like to see something that indicates where they're at to know if they're even joinable or if I should just not worry about it. Um, or a way that instead of clicking on this and joining them, is there a way to click on this and message them without me having to remember Supreme Commander 1 with no E and 1M? 8787, it's nice numbers, dude. Kudos to you. Yeah. But anyway, shouldn't criticize, but congratulations on the 8787. But yeah, it's a little more user friendly, I guess I would say. And if I close that out and we go back in, they're all still there. So in some way, I guess I'm led to believe that there's only 3 people that are interested in doing anything. I don't know why it moved them around. So I have said for quite a while that I thought that Magnum and Nexon were missing out on an opportunity for this to be a more co-op and multiplayer type game. I've had way more fun playing games with friends than I ever had sitting here all by myself playing. Um, it's just the way it is. Uh, so I've always said that hey, they needed to do more co-op incentive, and this is a good step in the right direction, but it still is not addressing one of the core problems that we have here for this game for doing cooperative type play. The issue is why. The only reason you would do cooperative play are the activities that are impossible for you to do by yourself. I say that meaning you can't do it by yourself. Um, Rewards aren't any different. There's no bonuses for being in a team. It's just, honestly, it's harder. They make, when you're by yourself, they kind of tone things down for you because they're like, oh, you're by yourself. It's like, guys, you don't need to do that, but yeah, there's just no incentive for multiplayer co-op play um, built into the game, and public matchmaking doesn't get it done. And I don't know. Maybe if there's the possibility that they can tie in this recruit channel into the party system, that would be kind of nice. But you know what? Look, you can see this. This is all me. This was just people doing emotes and my malevolent prophecy leveling, or my malevolent proficiency increasing. And I got the available bonuses. I don't want to go to World Chat. It's scary. I don't even know why they have system on here. I mean, what's it doing? But yeah, I mean it's a good idea. But this is very similar to how the support requests go, to where I'm just kind of sitting there waiting, waiting and waiting. If I was going to join Lepic here, I'd see like if they had any questions. If they didn't understand parts of the game, how does this work? How does that work? But I don't want to do that on stream. It's a little invasive. Also, kind of questionable about joining people's parties, just because, you know, normally you try to touch base and be like, hey, just let you know I'm live streaming. Are you cool with that? Sometimes that changes people. I'll also tell you one thing: sitting around waiting, not good. I don't need to be entertained start to finish, but damn, I don't know. We just Mada's the only one. Let's do another refresh. There's nobody. Does Hamada come back? Yay! So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. Like I said, though, step in the right direction. And I don't want to criticize them. This is pretty neat. The interface is relatively easy. I don't quite understand why some things are the way they are. Like to see more options. I know there's a scroll bar on the side there, so if there was more than yawning, need more coffee. If there's more than 5 parties, I'd love to see that. A criticism. This is about as impersonal as I think you can get. Uh, you don't know anything about the person beyond these 3 missions that I want to do. You don't know where they're at in it. You can't search them, see where they're currently at. Um, I wonder if Hamada even knows he's got a party up. Um, it's strange that he hasn't gone up a level. I say that because when you're on 3, it's real easy to get to 4 and 5. You know, those lower levels, just by doing the play in the game, you get you get to move those. But I don't know. It's a little crazy. Like I said though, yesterday when I was trying this out, I was actually pleasantly surprised because um, there was somebody who, like I said, was looking to do these lower level void purges. So I helped him out and sent a friend request, made a new friend, told him we could only get so far, and then I was like, they said they had to take a break. I was like, cool, I'm gonna head off. But if you need help later, just let me know. So, made a new friend. That's the point. That's the way this goes. But it's just me and Hamada. I don't even know what Hamada is doing. Thinking we might drop in on Hamada, though. You know? I couldn't imagine stepping into this game now. Uh, I didn't play as soon as it was released. I did play the beta long, long time ago, so I got my beta stuff. But it was about a month after the game released that I started playing it. And with it changing and evolving and doing so many things, there's so much stuff. I mean, it'd be great to have that much content ahead of you, but couldn't imagine it. One thing I have to say about this game is all the information that's in this game is go to the library, you'll find it. Everything is in there in its driest cataloged form. Doesn't tell you what to do with it, why it's important. You really have to dig down deep into some factors that you don't quite understand yet when you first start playing. And that I don't think is I don't know. We're doing a lot of talking. It's been like 51 minutes, and all we've done tonight is some. Oh, look, Jessica's back. That's weird because I wanted to join them a second ago, but I couldn't because they were in matchmaking. Hmm. Should we try it? Okay. There you go. So I hit the button. It's taking me right in. Let's go ahead and mute that just so we're not talking. I don't know if they have a thing, but you know what? At least this will let me do a party chat or party text. Invite for help. Okay, so see how that's down there? If I hit the square button for me, now I'm in party chat. And that person left. Hello. I'll spell it properly. Where is... so they're making stuffs. I never came over here to executing executor, huh?
If there's something you need, you'll need to pay.
Only thing I ever make these days. Constantly fighting with this. I have like 200 patterns with executioner alone. I just never get in there to do them. Alright, well, you didn't answer. Probably didn't see it, but it's okay. No, I shall not give them time. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they just... That's another thing there's... I don't think... You're supposed to be able to turn your party on and off. Like right here. So now it's recruiting, but now I'm going to turn it off. I think that is a paused. It says it's paused, should be off, but whatever. So I don't think that, you know, once you set yourself up here, same people. I guess you manually have to come in and turn your party off in order for nobody to accidentally join you when you're not doing anything. I guess once you log off for the night, turn it back on the next day. So, overall, it's all right. It needs work, but it's all right. I just think they're gonna have to find a way to make it worthwhile to play together. I don't know if they do that through rewards, through badges, through what. I don't know. Should break down some of my mutant cell things. So I don't actually know which ones are good, which ones aren't. So I was just figuring, you know, I'll do a box and we'll take the electric element adaptation, RK efficiency enhancement. I probably should look to see which ones are the good ones. I don't know, so don't ask me. But yeah, I may do that to see if any of these things are actually worthwhile. Unlock those. The 4 I unlocked, I just did because I didn't know any better. And that's generally not the best way. Jessica is still over there. It's generally not the best way to approach things. Screw it, I don't know. So Hamada left, but Jessica's still there, but she's just standing over there. She is in the menu, so she's probably crafting and applying 30 different level 10s to try to get a better stat that never happens. I'm not complaining. I've been there. Okay, what do we got here? So I think what we're going to have to do is go do something and then come back and take a look at this again. So why don't we do that? Tell you what, we can always go to Eugen and we can do some of this. We'll do about two of these. See how many tickets we can get. We are on a horrible streak of 30. I think the last 12 fights I've done have all been 30s. So we're due for a bigger reward, which would be great. Thank you. But we'll do 2 or 3 of these, and then depends on how they go. And then we'll check back in and see if the party finder's any better. It's taking a long time. It's taking a real long time. Wow. Well, now it's just 48 seconds. So I'm never an AFK player. Although there are times in some of these missions it's terrible. Like we'll go do an invasion and I'll max out a weapon, so I go in, throw a slot on it, and just that 20 or 15 seconds it takes to make that happen, they're already cleared and moving on to the next stage. So it looks like I'm falling behind, but I always participate. But there are times when I get into some of these matchmakings, like this one's going 48 seconds, the one before that, I'm like, hey, what's going on here? I get reported, but I never see my name on lists. Only got shadow banned one time in Call of Duty, and it was reversed. Okay, that's kind of dangerous. The reason I say it's dangerous is taking this long, there's a good chance I go in underpowered, like undermanned. And the issue I have with that is, I'm going in as Eugen to help people. I'm not built to take that bastard on myself. You know what? What's the worst that could happen, right? Let's see. It's still high. Start reading this. That always makes it go faster. But exceeds it in cruelty and power. It is hostile to all but itself, freezing everything in sight, reducing the temperature of the surroundings to an extreme low. One more similarity to the tormentor has been discovered. The The Ice Maiden is also sensitive to Arche. Albion headquarters is currently investigating a connection between the Tormentor and Ice Maiden's sensitivity to Arche. When they say sensitivity, does that mean they can track it? They are drawn to it? I had no idea Tormentor was drawn to it. Or are we talking about Arche is very effective, meaning skills over guns? Holy cow, guys. Okay, well. Actually got to go in and cancel that matchmaking. I think we'll switch to somebody else. How am I still in party? Oh, look, it's Jessica. We were just trying to play with her. She wants to play Purge Challenge levels 4 and 5, but I have not done that, so I can't help you. I'm sorry, Jessica. I did. Sorry. I unlocked it. Never done any of them. The problem is they made this after they made the Void Erosion Purge, and if I don't want to do this one, why am I going to do that? Yes, I know there's extra rewards in there, but not this little gray mouse. Well, at least going in by ourselves here, we should be able to enter much faster. So long ago, outran Executioner as far as my power versus his. Sorry, I was reading what that achievement was. They wanted something with general rounds. I'm like, okay. Didn't even realize it and finished the bastard off. So we want some of these. Let's try another one. And then we'll drop back. We'll do one more. Now, we're going to play until we get another Catalyst blueprint, and then we'll go back to Albion. See if we can get into some Ice Maiden fights. My dog just killed my grapple. Dude. Okay, here we go. Let's see, like that again. Be great. Nope, the Lepic piece. I got a lot of those. Hopefully I didn't set myself up for an hour of Executioner. Yup. I haven't checked my modules in a long time. I just need to yawn. Just need to let it out. So I quit doing it. It's 8 o'clock my time. 8 o'clock and I'm sitting here yawning. 1700, so we are kind of heavy. Weak. She said weak. Bingo! We're out of here. Oh, hello, cat. I guess you're gonna come up here? Sorry if that was really loud. Banging and popping and stuff. I think this needs to be pointed a little bit more towards me. Try not to break stuff. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, we gotta go over here. I think I'm probably really heavy on the ultimate modules. There's no one here. It's weird. What's up?
Hey there. What
Hey
can I
there.
help you with?
I would like to dismantle all of the extra ones of these, please. Yeah, 313. So there's 500,000 in Kuiper. Might as well do all of them since we're here, right? 205. Probably not a whole lot of these, I wouldn't think. Yeah, only 49. You don't normally get the blue modules in the higher grade activities, so so I don't want to get rid of these because we've got Nell and Luna coming out, and I would prefer to save them. We just deleted like what 600. Yeah, we're at 1160. We were at 1750. So yeah, we just dropped 600 out of 2000. We're fine. Just gotta make sure you do that every so often. You know what I mean? Because can't do it out in the field. So you want to make sure. I'm hoping that what we're witnessing here is just silliness because one of the things I was concerned about with the tickets not being as important as they used to be, that you would see fewer and fewer people doing this fight, which means people who weren't already able to do it right out of the start of the season update, if they're just catching up now, 42 seconds, you know. I'm gonna let this roll. We'll see how long it takes. Thrilling content here as we sit and wait for a counter to go up. We're hitting 70. This be the time to start placing bets on how far we're going to actually have to go. Can we double it? Can we hit 84? Bingo, look at that. All right. What is triple? 126. Did they break ice meeting? Here we are, almost, and boom, triple. Okay, I've never had to wait this long. I didn't even know that thing could go to 3 digits. 168. Go. Okay, so let's do something else here. Let's you know what, we'll go back to executioner, but we're going to do this as a public. Let's see what it takes. I mean, the Sigma sector's loaded up quick. Horrible, guys. Would have been horrible. $71. Okay, let's do something different here. Let's take Haley and put on that gun. Yep, Jessica ran away. Gotta love Magister Lab. Got to love it. Don't really need the Slayer set because I've got awesome Slayer sets. But man, it's a beautiful. Let's see how long it takes. Can we matchmake with some friends, please? 24 seconds. That's better. And we're gonna get a cool 300 RKXP. Did I do something wrong here? Magister Lab won't load? Okay, something's wrong. Okay, let's do this. Let's back out of here. Let's see if we can load this up. And we can try again. Wonder if bouncing into parties did something with that. Well, like the fact that the 400 is already selected, so that means I might have to actually kill the game. What's the matter back there, buddy? I just want to play your game. I don't think that little game restart did anything. This should have been back down to the 100. I should have had to select it again. Tell you what, we're going to go to a be right back screen. I'm going to hit the bathroom. I'm going to reset everything here, and let's see if that makes anything different. So, we'll catch you in just a bit. Okay, we are back. I just went ahead and did a full restart. So, PlayStation and everything. So let's see if that has anything to do with it or helps the situation out a little bit. Do 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 do. Slower than usual. Okay. Back to the Magister Lab if we can. If not, we'll call it a night. Overall, this game has been incredibly stable for me. I don't know if I know they've had some issues. Sometimes console specific and such, but overall, I've had a really good experience with this. Servers have been up and functioning a whole lot more than they have been down. That's good. That's set to 100. Let's do this, and let's see what it says. Still at 43. Tell you what, we're going to come out of this. Let's go back into this god-awful place. 25. It's less. I can't connect to anything tonight. We didn't have any problem earlier. Okay, well, we did actually connect.
This is Hound action to all personnel. Void storm is intensifying. Conditions are unfavorable. Proceed with caution. Over.
Impressive, huh?
We're definitely down a person unless we got a slow joining person. We'll see. These guys are playing, so I don't know. Can't hit anything all of a sudden. What do I mean all of a sudden, dude? It's very typical of me. Oh, there we go. Oh, I hear my dog coming up the stairs. Enzo getting the shoulder turrets in there, isn't he? We gotta catch up. We can't let Jaber go in there by himself. He's terrible. He's actually not, I don't think. Not anymore. He's been in a bad place for a long time. Probably start playing him. Yikes.
Descendant. The transport has dropped a wide
Got it.
shaping
Get
shard on
some.
the ground. We need it to purify the void energy. Prime the detonator with your RK, then hit the detonation device.
They tried to blind me. I don't know if you saw that. Oh, that was close. You're stuck right in the middle. Oh boy, you tried, didn't you? You succeeded though. Got it. Okay, you got it, bud. Thank you. Alright, well, I'm not sure what's going on. We'll try one more time to get into some Ice Maiden action there.
Captain Elias, deploying RK. I am the original.
Really heavy, holy shit. And I'm frozen. She tried, didn't she? I think she might have succeeded a little bit there. Shouldn't run my mouth.
Am I?
There we go.
Mission complete. All units proceed to transport location.
Yeah, we went up to 25. Alright, we'll switch back to Eugen. We'll head into some Ice Maidens, see what's going on. Boop. And boop. And boop. $35, much better. Of course, it said 42 and we were up in the 160, so I shouldn't run my mouth until we actually head in. You see, that's what I was talking about. Alright, well, this game is not liking me all of a sudden. Tell you what we'll do, we'll cancel this, drop out of that, we'll go here. If there's one activity that you usually can get into real quick, it's some void erosion purge. So why don't we go ahead and we will do a 30. And let's see how long this takes. 61 seconds. What is happening? Anybody else experiencing long loads? Let's take a look here. Don't see anything. That is ridiculous. Oh, are we on a naughty list? Not sure, folks. Don't know if it's on my end, if it's on their end, or something funky going on. I don't AFK at all, ever, so I can't be in the timeout zone. Let's do one more check on party. And let's see. Oh, we got issues. Now I can't get anything to load. All right, well, I think that's good enough reason to call it. Appreciate anybody that stopped by. We will see what's going on here and figure out why for some reason I can't play with anybody. But hey, is what it is. So yeah, if you enjoy content like this, give me a like, subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment below. Always appreciated. We're almost at 150 subscribers, which means we can apply to Nexon to be a content creator partner in their partner program. Not going to do that right away, but we're definitely on the list. Really hoping season 3 draws us back from the gimmicky aspects and puts us a little more into game and gameplay, but we'll see. But anyway, we're going to call it a night. Technical issues. At least we got our camera working and I figured out my audio. So, but yep. So, as always, guys, I will see you out there. Take care.